It's funny. Have you ever just stopped and really looked at a leaf? I mean, really taken a close look? Well, today, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to shrink down and take a journey inside this incredible hidden world that's buzzing with activity. So, let's get started. And that brings us to this big question, right? How can something so common, power pretty much all life on this planet? It looks so simple. But the secret, as you're about to see, is all in the design. The answer? It's because it's basically a perfectly engineered microscopic factory. And this right here, this is going to be our map. We're going to take a tour of the whole place, from the factory walls all the way down to the production lines, and even the plumbing. Okay, so first things first, any good factory needs to be protected from the outside world, right? A leaf is no different. So let's start our tour right on the surface. So check this out. The very first thing you'd encounter is this waxy layer. Think of it like the factory's high-tech waterproof jacket. It's totally clear, but it's crucial for keeping all that precious water locked inside so it doesn't just, evaporate on a hot day. And right under that waxy coat, you've got the epidermis. There's one on top and one on the bottom. These are like the factory's see-through walls and roof. They're tough, they offer protection, but they're also crystal clear so that the most important thing of all, sunlight, can get right through to the main floor. All right, now we're headed inside to the real heart of the operation. This is it, the main production floor. This is where the magic really happens, where sunlight gets turned into pure energy. So look back at our map here. See those long, skinny cells all packed together like soldiers right under the top layer? That is the palisade layer. And let me tell you, it is the absolute epicenter of photosynthesis. This is ground zero. Now, what's so special about them? Well, these cells are just jam-packed with these little green things called chloroplasts, and their one job is to grab sunlight. By packing themselves in so tight, they make sure not a single ray of sunshine goes to waste. So really, the best way to think about this layer is as a wall of super efficient solar panels. They're all perfectly lined up to catch the maximum amount of sunlight. It's incredible, really. Nature has been perfecting this design for billions of years, and honestly, it's way better than any solar panel we've ever built. Okay, but then, right underneath that super organized palisade layer, things get, a little messy. This is the spongy layer, and you can see why it's called that, right? Look at all those big air gaps. So if the palisade layer is all about capturing light, the spongy layer is all about airflow. It's designed to let gases move around freely. So a factory is great and all, but it can't run on nothing. It needs raw materials. So you might be asking, how does the leaf get its supplies? How does it get the water and carbon dioxide it needs? Well, it has a brilliant system for that. Think plumbing and ventilation. Okay, say hello to the stomata. These are tiny little pores, and when I say tiny, I mean microscopic. A single leaf can have millions of them. They're usually on the bottom of the leaf where it's a bit cooler, which is smart because it stops them from losing too much water. Basically, they're the factory's automatic doors. They open up to let carbon dioxide in and let oxygen out. So, how does the CO2 actually get in? It's a pretty slick little process. Step 1, the stomatos open up. Step 2, carbon dioxide just flows right in from the air. It diffuses through all those air pockets we saw in the spongy layer, and boom, it's got a direct line right to the palisade cells, ready for production. All right, so that's the carbon dioxide sorted. But what about water? That's where the veins come into play. You can see them, right? They're the factory's plumbing system. This network of pipes runs all the way from the roots of the plant, bringing water right to the doorstep of the cells that need it. Okay, so let's zoom out for a second and look at the whole thing. It's pretty clear this isn't just a random jumble of cells, is it? It's a perfectly integrated system. Every single piece we've looked at has a super important job to do. Let's do a quick final check of our factory, shall we? We've got the waterproofing on the roof, we've got the see-through walls, the solar panels are online, the internal air circulation is working, the automatic vents are operational, and the plumbing is delivering water. Everything, and I mean everything, is working together to make this place run at peak efficiency. And what's the whole point of this incredibly complex little factory? It's actually really simple. It's to take 3 basic things, sunlight, water, and carbon dioxide, and turn them into sugar. That's the food that fuels the plant, helps it grow, and ultimately, it's what sustains pretty much all life on Earth. It all starts right here. Just stop and think about that for a second. This tiny, super sophisticated factory. There are trillions of them running right now on basically every plant across the entire planet. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other amazing secrets are hiding right there in plain sight, just waiting for us to take a closer look?